Hi everyone, I'm Mena Angelfire. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, I'm Amena and welcome back, listeners, to my vlog. Also, if you happen to be new here or are a repeat visitor, be welcome. Be sure to also look at the description below for all credits given. And with that said, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, last time we talked about 3 different movies that were based on board games, kind of. And the last one that I mentioned was Dungeons and Dragons. Now, with that being said, Dungeons and Dragons has actually had a full on franchise. The very first Dungeons and Dragons movie actually was a theatrical release. Um, and a lot of people who love playing the game uh, were so hyped to go see the movie. Now, I don't know exactly what happened, but maybe it didn't do so well in the box office. Because although I went and saw it in theaters and enjoyed it, apparently critics didn't like it that much. I guess that movie wasn't made for the critics. But either way, whereas uh, the first movie was quite literally an epic high fantasy adventure, um, they took a darker tone with the 2 video releases, which were Dungeons and Dragons Wrath of the Dragon God and Dungeons and Dragons Book of Vile Darkness. Now, it's been a while since I've seen all 3 movies, but whereas it ended at one place for the first movie, the second movie, Wrath of the Dragon God, is taking place oh, thousands of years later. Apparently the main antagonist that the heroes had to fight against for most of the movie got cursed. And that curse kept that original antagonist alive for the second movie. So apparently he didn't like what was going on, so he wanted to have revenge. And it gets into the whole thing with glitches and skeleton dragons and stuff like that. And yes, they actually do use some actual characters from the Dungeons and Dragons game. So, as I said before, I haven't actually watched it in a while, so I don't know everything that needs to be said. Um, However, I'm going to move on to the last of the 2 video releases, which is Dungeons & Dragons 3 Book of Wild Darkness. Now, in this one, the hero actually has to infiltrate the ones, or infiltrate an evil guild to get his revenge against them. So, again, I don't know much about it. But what I do know is that a hero that goes and does dark things to get revenge for those. Yeah, I really need to rewatch these movies, especially because there is a new movie that was actually released to theaters. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves. Now, this is kind of funny because in the first movie, they mentioned honor amongst thieves. They actually had to go to a thieves' guild. So this is like going round circle or something. And no, I have not seen this movie yet. So what I'm thinking I should do is most likely watch all 4 movies to get a better understanding of how all 4 of them fit together in this, shall we say, lengthy franchise? But, oh my gosh, when you come right down to it, there's a lot going on. I think from the first movie, my favorite character has got to be Snails. So, yeah, at least I remember that person. I think there was supposed to be something else going on. They set it up, but they never revisited it. So, who knows? Maybe they revisited it in the 4th movie? But, with all that said, I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons a little bit later on. So, yeah, I think what I'll do is actually watch all 4 movies and give you what I'm thinking about them in their own vlogs. So, each one gets its own vlog. But for right now, I'm thinking I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons itself. Where it came from, what it is, and so on and so forth. But that will be for my next vlog. With all that said, I think I've talked your ears off long enough, so I'm going to leave you with this. If you have been enjoying my content, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. You can also leave a comment down below in the comment section. Be sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube doesn't always let you share. Be safe, be healthy, and as always, be true to you. Amena, signing out.